Ladies and gentlemen, we always hear, there are certain demographics of people that always like to point out they work hard. They work hard. And y'all remember, it must have been back in 2020. I did a video. It was an older white man on his job. He walks into a break room and then just lays down on the floor, and then someone came in after him and he pretended like he slipped and fell in that break room. And his employers got the camera, the footage from the camera, and saw he just walked in there and laid down and put on a performance. He wanted to collect workman comp and sit his behind at home. And it just didn't work out that way. I would think if a group of people are not lazy, then none of you should be doing these sort of things, right? Well, wait until you hear this story. So, this comes out of New York, ladies and gentlemen. Overworked Rikers Island guard pocketed $170,000 in bogus overtime while vacationing and staying home. This is according to the feds. Working hard my butt. A Rikers Island corrections officer who once claimed he was working more than 100 hours a week was hit with federal charges Wednesday for allegedly cheating the city out of more than $170,000 in bogus overtime. Uh-huh. I saw a similar thing when I was working. We had, how jobs will have a temp agency and they'll send temps in. Well, they sent this one guy in, he was one of them folks. And he would come in at 8 o'clock in the morning, and then he would take his lunch at 12. He never came back. And he was doing this all week. He'd come in at 8, 12 o'clock come, he'd get up, he'd leave, and you wouldn't see him again until the next day. But when he turned his time card in, he was putting down he worked a full 8 to 5 day. He didn't. And we were all observing him do this. See, the help desk was pretty large. It was very large. And I guess he thought because there were so many technical support people, he wouldn't be noticed. It was noticed. And the temp agency was finally notified, and they told them don't send him back, and they were not paying him a full day. He was only going to get paid the hours that he worked. And yeah, they did a big time adjustment on that, on his pay. So no, I have seen them folks do this kind of stuff before. All right. And there was another occasion, again, them folks, and this person would be out, like, let's say every week, this person was calling out, but every week she was turning in a time card like she worked all week. And eventually, and it took them a long time to fire her. They did not want to fire her. They didn't want to fire her, but they had to fire her. And that's what she did. She got away with doing that, believe it or not, for a few years. And then they finally terminated her. Didn't do it right away, dragged their feet on it. So this guy worked for the city Department of Corrections for 26 years. And he allegedly was soaking up in the sun on vacation in Aruba and at the Jersey Shore and claiming he was working overtime. So at Rikers, they had a 12-page complaint filed at the Brooklyn Federal Court between July 2021 and January 2023. The 56-year-old Rikers Island guard pocketed more than $390,000 in pay, which was overtime. Look at how long they let him get away with this. From 2021 to 2023, they let him get away with this. Instead of being at work, the defendant was often at home or even on vacation. Brooklyn U.S. Attorney Breon Peace said in a statement announcing the charges, correction officers who steal tax dollars by fraudulently obtaining compensation should take note of today's arrest and know that this office is working with our law enforcement partners to root out corruption on Rikers Island. That's what his statement said. So this is James Nicola, 56 years old. Mm-mm-mm. And this is what he did. You know, the ones that aren't supposed to be lazy are actually lazy. Nicola of Staten Island logged more overtime than any other state employee in the fiscal year ending in June of 2022, an average of 111 hours every week. The Post reported last year. You know what it is? He went overboard on the hours. That's what it was. That's why he stuck out. So that's an average of 16 hours a day, 7 days a week. Ain't no way he was working like that. So, according to the federal complaint, Nicola doctored timesheets to reflect that he worked 2,250 hours at the jail during an 18-month period when he was actually at home or on vacation. He was arrested at his home on Wednesday, hauled before a magistrate, Marcia Henry, and released on a $150,000 bond pending his next court appearance. Well, he should have it and all that stolen money. Enter Nicola allege crime taints every law enforcement officer who takes an oath to uphold the law. James Smith, FBI Assistant Director in charge of the New York field office, said in a statement the FBI maintains a zero tolerance policy for individuals who commit fraud and steal from law abiding taxpayers. Enter Nicola, his attorney, did not respond to a request for comment from the Post. A spokesperson for the New York City Department of Corrections said he had been suspended. This alleged conduct is despicable and diminishes the public's trust in our workforce, the department said in a statement. New Yorkers can rest assured that our agency is relentless in going after employees who steal from hardworking taxpayers. We will work with our partners in law enforcement to prosecute these individuals to the fullest extent of the law, the statement said. So, ladies and gentlemen, when some of these people out here are screaming they work so hard, don't always believe the hype. Some people do work hard, but not the amount of people that are trying to tell us that they work hard. Many of them are full of crap. So please tell me what you think about this story and let me know about the cheats on your job because they are everywhere. They're in businesses, they're they're everywhere. I'm just telling you, these kind of people are everywhere. But in my experience, the people that I've seen do these things on jobs, it's always them folks, y'all, and not us. It's always them folks. Always. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.